Hi, welcome to my YouTube video on the Com Block field cleaning kits. Today I'm going to show you how to use the SKS VZ-58 field cleaning kits properly. Let's begin with the SKS. Now, to save time, I've removed the cleaning kit from the buttstock, and I've also removed the cleaning rod. Now, those who don't know how to remove them can check my other YouTube video. Let's take apart the cleaning kit. What we have here is the cleaning rod, the case, the drift pin, the jag, the brush, and the cap. The biggest mistake one can do is not use the cap, because this is not just a cap. It's also a guide for your cleaning rod. Over a period of time, if you don't use the guide, you're gonna rub against the crown. And it's like filing, metal to metal, steel against steel. You're gonna end up filing the crown. So that's always not a good thing. This is just not a case. It's also double as a handle and a wrench. And this drift pin does several jobs. Let me assemble the cleaning rod and show you how to properly use it. First, slide the cleaning rod into the handle. When this top is in the handle, I slip in the pin, like that. Now you have a good grip of a handle. The next thing you slide in is the guide, followed by the brush. Slip in the brush into the bore, then slide the guide to the base of the front sight and turn clockwise, locking it in. Now you're locked in. After using the brush, pull the rod all the way out and turn the guide counterclockwise and remove the brush. Now, before you use the jag, I recommend you remove the handle. The reason why is because the handle is also a wrench. This jag is one of these free turning jags. And if it's raining, you're out in the field, or it's a winter time, you're going to have a hard time turning this into the rod. And this is why the Russian thought of using this as a wrench. At the opening, there's two cutouts. One's smaller, one's bigger. It goes into this notch, like this. And then you put the pin on the other side and you turn it nice and tight. Then you wrap your rag around the jag and slip it down the bore, followed by the guide, locking it in to the front sight base. pin in the other side of the rod and slide it in. After you finish using the jag, turn the guide counterclockwise and remove the jag. Now I mentioned that the drift pin is just not a drift pin to disassemble your bolt. Now if you don't know how to disassemble a bolt, SKS bolt, you can check my other YouTube video. But this drift pin does several jobs. It can help you remove the top cover by slipping the pin into the latch or the lever and moving it up. It also could help you remove the top handguard, again by putting the pin into this hole and moving it up to about 45 degrees, and your handguard slides out. It can also help you clean the gas port. Finally, it can help you remove the trigger. Now I've seen other people use the top cover to remove the trigger. I don't think that's a bright idea, because steel against steel, you're going to ruin the tip of the top cover and you're not going to be able to fit it in. I use the drift pin, slide it into the handle like this, let me turn the SKS around, put the pin behind the trigger guard, hold it steady and whack it once. Okay, that's how you use the Feel SKS cleaning kit properly. Next is the VZ-58, and it comes in a canvas bag. What we have here is an oil bottle, two sections of the cleaning rod that you screw together, a wide brush, a pin to help you remove the trigger pin, a non-free turning jag. Yeah, you have no use for this. It's the blank firing adapter. Let's put that aside. And this is the cleaning rod guide. It's wider than the SKS because it goes over the tread protector. And how it goes in, there's a protrusion inside, and you can see there's a notch here. It slips over the notch and then turns 45 degrees. It's locking it in. And of course, to remove it, just remove the protrusion to the notch and slide it out. This is not interchangeable with the SKS. Okay, so the oil bottle. To remove the cap, slide the pin. This pin also acts like a lever, and that's how you open the oil bottle. Now the SKS comes with an oil bottle, but it's a separate oil bottle. Sometimes it's plastic and sometimes it's metal. One or two spout. If it's one spout, it has oil. If it's two spout, it's oil and solvent. Okay, you use the pin and tighten it tight. First, put the brush, screw it into the rod like this. Make sure that one end has this groove. Next, slide in the guide, then take the oil bottle and slide at the back of the rod. To lock it in place, slip the pin sideways, and now you have locked in the rod. Put the brush into the bore. Now slide the guide in over the tread protector and turn it about 45 degrees and hold it still. Now you can slide the rod all the way down. Make sure the rod is out. Turn the guide counterclockwise 45 degrees or clockwise 45 degrees. It wouldn't make any difference. And pull the brush out. Now to use the jag, it's very simple. Just replace the jag with the brush. Don't need to disassemble like the SKS. This is a non-free floating or non-free turning jag. Now I don't have a proper rag, but I'll use one like that, and I'll use another one like this. Once you're locked in, hold it still. There, use the jag. Turn it 45 degrees either direction, and out comes the jag. Because it's not a free turning, you don't need a wrench for that. There's plenty of parts to grip onto. Now, to clean the chamber. What you do is disassemble the rod, remove the handle, take apart the two sections of the cleaning rod, and put this, the one with the groove, aside. And again, reuse the handle, but this time turn it and screw this part in like this. Now screw in your brush like that. This is your brush. This is where your handle is. The reason why the handle is on this position, it's because you want to overcome this back end of the receiver. If you have it this direction, you're not going to be able to use it. So you push it like this down the bore and into the chamber. The handle doesn't get in the way. There you have it. That's how you use the Com Block field cleaning kits properly. Thank you for joining me, and please subscribe.